interesting to see if they use him. Similar to, what they did with guys like The Miz last night on Raw, Primo and Carlito over there, new guys. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see if he's thrown. He's another one of those guys, that gimmick is going to die out quick, you know what I mean?
There's only so many times he can introduce himself before he runs out of people to introduce himself to.
Yeah, but then, it's like Vince will sit there and let that go all day.
Because he thinks it's funny, just like the 35-minute segment on Sunday night.
Exactly. I mean, it's all Vince. So we'll have to wait and see, man. I mean...
And my other question was, me and my buddies have been talking about this since we heard it on the draft. What do you think they're going to do with Zack Ryder being moved to ECW?
That's a good question, man. That's a real good question, because I think he's, ECW's used as sort of a developmental, you know what I mean? So maybe they feel that the guy's got talent, the guy can shine, and maybe ECW is the place to do it. I mean, they didn't do anything with him tonight, and if they don't do anything with him next week or the week after, I would say, we're going to have spring cleaning coming up here pretty soon in the next few weeks. They're going to do it's going to be a conference call here in the next few weeks. And then right after, I believe it's the second quarter, it'll be to report the first quarter earnings. And usually right after that, and it's going to be bad this year because pay-per-view buy rates are way down.
Pay-per-view buy rates plummeted this year, man.
Yeah, so, it's just, when they have to report those figures, there's going to be some major money losses there. And stock investors and people like that are just they're going to start asking questions. And every year at about this time, you always see, 10, 15 guys that are left.
Yeah, I remember last year it was like 19 people got released, something like that.
Yeah, something crazy like that. And
they went on a release spree. We said Stephanie went on spring cleaning.
Dude, I've been doing this for 11, 12 years now, and almost every single year this happens. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I think that's upcoming. And, Zack Ryder may be one of those guys that's on the chopping block, you know what I mean?
I hope they do something with him, because he was the more talented of the two.
It all depends. It all depends, because he was in a tag team, and then to give a guy a singles push, if they give him a gimmick that he can run with and it takes off.
Honestly, I think they should bill him as like the comedy, let him do the whole woo-woo-woo. Pull that off, because it was always funny on the dirt sheet, man. But I'll let y'all get back to the radio show. Everybody be sure to watch ECW tonight at 9 o'clock.
That's good, man. I like that. Jose Rivera, what's crack-a-lackin', buddy?
Would it be, fellas? Would it be? I apologize for the delay.
Well, it's about time. I'm glad you showed up, buddy. I'm glad you showed up. No, I'm just joking. What's up, man? Did you win or what?
Nah, we won yesterday's game. The Access won yesterday 22-13, and unfortunately we lost by 5 runs, but going about 110 miles an hour on the highway trying to get back over here because my cell battery was about to die too. So, and then as you can probably hear, I have like a chest cold that I'm trying to get rid of, so my voice is a little.
You don't have that swine flu, do you?
Nah. I've actually had this about 4 days now. This is day number 5, so it's kind of like at the ending stages.
Well, let me let you know what happened here. I came on at 7 o'clock, and I did the first hour with Matt Boone. We tore down the house. We ran down Backlash and Monday Night Raw from last night, and then Matty B's phone went dead in hour number 2 about 10 or 15 minutes ago. So I had JMK, who I believe is still on here.
I'm here.
All right, he's still here. I brought him on for a little bit, and we plugged the website, the upcoming features and things like that, and now you're here. So we're good to go. We're good.
I'm here. I'm definitely here, and I ain't going nowhere, so...
All right, well, I got a lot of news to talk about, and we still got some live phone calls. And JMK, what else? What else can we plug? Well, I got you here, man. We got.
I got one more thing. I got one more thing that I want to talk about. Archives. They've been a bit slow in past weeks, just due to our current system of getting them out there. We hope to, in the future weeks, revamp our system, and this will allow us. It'll pretty much give you instant archives unedited, and then we hope to get it up sometime, maybe a day or so after. We'll give you the edited version. The unedited version will basically still have all the pre-show, but you can fast forward through that, and you'll be at least able to get the show instantly. Then later on, you can come back and grab the edited version. So hopefully that'll make it a lot easier on all of those who can't be there initially for the show. So that'll be nice.
Awesome, man.
Nice.
So like I said, man, I appreciate you coming on and running down some plugs with me, filling some time. You know what I mean? I appreciate that, man.
Of course, man.
Appreciate it, GMK.
All right, have a good show, guys.
All right, later, buddy. I appreciate that, JMK. Once again, thanks to him for doing that, because I was going to be stuck until you showed up. I'm glad you're here, buddy. It's good to have you, man.
I am too, man. I can tell you, I was flooring it pretty fast, just trying to get through I-95.
Well, you talk about going 110 miles an hour, bro. I was telling the people on here earlier, went to court this morning, and I had that 45 and a 30 speeding ticket from a couple years ago, and I got that taken care of, and they slapped me with a nice $150 fine today, which I could have done without, but I guess that happens when you speed, so at least you didn't get caught. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, it's I don't recommend it. I definitely don't recommend it, but just to get back over here as soon as possible, I did it. So, but thank God, there's no cops knocking on my door yet, at least. And but car goes pretty fast, pretty quickly. So, I'm here now. And just to bring back, when I joined in, of course, you guys were talking about Zack Ryder, and it does suck that in his current situation. But the reality is, I think he's just one foot out the door, and just a matter of time before his other foot is out the door as well. Him and many others.
I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. The caller, I think it was Legend Killer from the chat. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt and saying, maybe they'll do something with this guy. But I think when
if they do, they'll do something short term. It'd be one of those. Who else in ECW that Paul Burcham? He'll fall in that category. Well, he'll job to a couple of younger guys, and once that comes through, it's just because I don't really see creative really utilizing him, unfortunately. And I think once that cut does come out, which should be very shortly, unfortunately he might be on that list. Hopefully not. I mean, the guy does great ring work, and I don't know about his personality in the terms of playing a different role, but we'll see what happens. I mean, it kind of sucks because you see Chavo and what's his face teaming up yesterday.
Jamie
Noble. Yeah, and that pisses me off. It's like I'd rather just see Zack in there. Just put a normal tag team. If you're gonna job them. But now you go around and throwing two guys just real quick into a tag team match. It just kind of gives you an idea of how much they care about the tag team division.
Boy, you poor guy. You poor. You sound like crap. You sound like absolute crap, man. You're sick as hell. I can tell, dude. Your voice sounds all mangled up, man. Jeez.
Yeah, man. I'm all screwed up.
Hey, we got let's take some live phone calls. I want to get your quick thoughts on Backlash and Monday Night Raw. Actually, let's do that right now. Backlash. Just give me quick thoughts on the Backlash pay-per-view. We had 3 title changes and Monday Night Raw from last night. I already talked about it, so everybody knows how I feel about it.
It'll be short and sweet. Backlash itself, coming off of WrestleMania, the WrestleMania pay-per-view or the pay-per-view after WrestleMania, it was okay. Letter grade, I'll give it a B-, only because you technically really think about it, that the face of WWE TV has changed. Now you have Christian as the ECW champion. You have Edge now as the WWE champion, and now you have Randy Orton as the world champion. So the storylines are going to change a little bit. The draft changed a little bit. I think that's the reason why the whole idea of changing all 3 titles all at once, so the storylines can start fresh. Overall, a B-. I give it a B- because, I don't know, that's the first letter that came to my mind. It was an okay pay-per-view. It didn't suck, in my opinion, and it wasn't too bad. So
let me ask you about this. Let me ask you about this, man. The Kali Kiss Cam some backlash, huh? What did I tell you last week, man? I said we were going to come on here. I said I would come on here this week, dude, and we would talk about that, and we would do nothing but bitch about it.